Hey, Basket Brains, Kirby here, aka Darkwing Disc, and I ordered a club sandwich all the time. I'm not even a member, man. I have no idea how I get away with it. Alongside me, as always, is the fairway finder himself, Ollie DePina. And one time, a guy handed Ollie a picture, and he said, "Here's a picture of me when I was younger." Every picture of you is when you were younger. Welcome to episode 88 of the KO Disc Golf Show. Episode 88 is the Grimer episode. Famous players to wear the number 88. We got Michael Irvin and Des Bryant. And currently, or there has never been a Red Sox or a Mariner to ever wear the number 88. Ollie, his with the Giants.
Yep. For the Giants, we got one of my favorites, Super Bowl champion Hakeem Nicks. Very big fan of him. Something cool about the '88 with the Dallas Cowboys, and so Michael Irving and Des Bryant played for the Cowboys, and CeeDee Lamb is a current number 88 for the Cowboys, and they have a long history of sharing and upholding that number 88. So that's kind of a cool thing they do. And so if you play wide receiver for the Cowboys and wear 88, you're supposed to be the top guy on the team, basically.
Nice. Yeah, I noticed when I was doing the research that both of those guys played for the Cowboys, and I don't watch any football. I really don't know anything about or too much about it really. Um, so I thought it was just kind of a coincidence, but to hear that that's like a special thing that they do is pretty interesting. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, all right. KO question of the week. Would you accept this deal? Once per round, you get an ace, but out of nowhere, Solo Sokoa comes up and gives you a Samoan spike. So once per round, you get an ace, but also right afterwards, you get a Samoan spike from Solo Sokoa. So comment down below, let us know if you're taking that deal, and we will comment at the end of the episode. Ollie, how's it going, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well, doing well. Been just working and yeah, nothing too crazy. Yeah. Feeling like I got a cool gift. Oh, shit. My one of my coworkers got me a gift, and it was a New York Giants like grill spatula, which I think is just I don't have a grill, but I love it so much. I'm so shout out you, Spencer. Uh, and so I guess this will come out in the morning, and I'm gonna give him the gift in the morning. But I'm giving him a. He's a huge Seahawks fan. I'm not that big of a Seahawks fan. Uh, and I have a signed Bobby Wagner plaque, and it's like really nice. And it, my friend's dad won it at like an auction or something, and then they were moving, and he was like, "You want this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." He was like, "I'm just gonna get rid of it." He's like, "I'm putting it in like a storage thing." He's like, "I don't really care." And so I got that. So I'm gonna give it to him. I think he's gonna be pretty hyped about that. And then my other coworkers, they got me some like champion headbands, which I just think are so funny. There's like a blue, a neon pink, and a neon yellow one, which it was just funny to open up. And then they gave me another gift, and it was
Hell
the
yeah.
a top dog trophy. They said they saw this and thought of me, and I got hyped. I really enjoyed the top dog because I
That's
kind of
sweet.
walk around sometimes. There's this one older like Eastern European cashier lady, and I always like I always talk to her about rap because she's like I love Snoop Dogg, and there's this like one newer rapper, and he says she ain't want no puppy, she want a big dog, and so I just like walk around just being like and walk past her and stuff. And then so I think they overheard that and think it's funny. And then I'm just a big dog, so big dog, top dog.
I love it. That's
So
fucking awesome. Hell
it's
yeah.
staying on my gaming desk, my top dog little thing. So I'm really happy about that. But yeah, it's been chill, just gaming and trying to like just organize some stuff. Do some. I just picked up some wrapping paper and some tape, so I'm gonna be wrapping some Roxy's gifts. I can't talk about those, so
Sure. Yeah,
but
yeah,
excited about
definitely.
that. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I've been giving Ellie like I said last week, I've been giving her like an advent calendar every day. So it's been really fun like hiding gifts throughout the house and then having like giving her like a scavenger hunt on where to find them and stuff. So she's been pretty good. I've gotten her probably about 4 or 5 times where she's like, I give up, I can't anymore, and I succeed, so I'm like, all right, it's over there. So it's been really fun. We've had a good time with that. It's also really fun having like s'mores pretty much every night. I'm pretty sure I said last week, but we got her like a tabletop s'mores maker, where you can like cook s'mores over it, and then I got her like It's like flavored marshmallows. So we have like raspberry, strawberry, lemon flavored marshmallows, and then I got a bunch of different candies, like a York peppermint, like little York peppermint patties, like Nestle Crunch bars. I got a like Ghirardelli, little like caramel, like salted caramel chocolates and stuff. Basically, just ways to make different versions of
Hmm.
s'mores and stuff like that. So the best one still, I mean, without a doubt for me, the best one is a toasted raspberry marshmallow with a Reese's peanut butter cup. The holiday Reese's peanut butter cups with a raspberry marshmallow. It's like peanut butter and jelly. It's
Hmm.
so good, man. It's so tasty. So we've been doing that a lot. This past week was Ellie's holiday party. She organizes the party every year, so she pretty much started working on this. It's funny, she started working on this party on the way home from last year's party. We were in the U-Haul driving home, and she's like, "Oh, I think I'd like to do like an 80s, 90s party. I think I'd like to have like this kind of thing and that kind of thing." And that's exactly what we ended up doing, or what she ended up doing. And I just kind of help out and I kind of like work for her for the day. It's kind of interesting. Because she has like a meeting ahead of time that she has to be there the whole day for. So I pack the U-Haul in the morning and I drive the U-Haul down to the place and then I help her like unpack and I just like set up for the whole day for her, which was really cool. So we hung out there for the whole day doing that and I had like an hour break and it was right in Belltown, so I had a chance to go over to Swamp Cow and hang out with Matt for about 15-20 minutes and kind of say what's up and kind of check in with him and say hi and they were having like a open mic night or something like that night and he was like every night it's just more and more stuff going on. So I think actually I mean if you and Roxy don't have anything going on, Ellie and I think are going to actually go to Swamp Cow on New Year's Eve. Apparently they have access to the rooftop and last year on New Year's Eve everybody just went to the rooftop and they had a really sick view of the Space Needle and like the fireworks and stuff like that. So I think Allie and I think that might be our plan is to go and do that and kind of hang out there for the night. So should be really cool. I mean, if that's the vibe and it's kind of going up to the rooftop and just kind of vibing up there, like
Yeah,
I'm all about it, man. It sounds really fun.
for sure.
So um, but yeah, at her holiday party, man, it was awesome. We just had like a really good time. It was like tons of drinks, tons of food. She's worked with the same catering company and the same like caterers and the same like party organizer for the last like 5 or 6 years. So we all know them like super well, and they know how to work with Ellie, and Ellie knows how to work with them really well. So everything was super well organized and just really good time. 80s, 90s themed. So Ellie had like pink light up shoes, and she was all like 80s, 90s out, and I made the mistake of just like buying like an 80s like costume of sorts on online and I kind of looked like a member of like Run DMC. I ended up like it was kind of cool. I had like the bucket hat from Champions Cup this past year and so we're hanging out there and there's like 5 or 6 other people that had the same costume that I did. So I was like, yeah, I shouldn't have bought like the top thing on Amazon. But it's actually where I got this hat too.
That's
Classic
sweet.
like 90s style hat, yeah. So yeah, good times though. Really fun. I've been doing a bunch of like pressure washing this week too. I pressure washed my mother in law's driveway because like I went over there last week to pick her up. We went for dinner, and I walked up her driveway, and I was like slipping the whole way up, and I was like, "This is so unsafe." I'm like, "There's no
Oh,
way you should be doing this." So I got out there the other morning. It was like kind of a cruddy morning, but I was like, it needs to be done so bad, and pressure washed her driveway, and her neighbor Anne kind of comes out, and she's like, "Hi, like." Can you do my driveway next? It's also slippery. And I was like, I gotta go to work today. Like I definitely don't have time. And I kind of felt bad that like I didn't like get the chance to do it because Anne helped out a lot when like Ellie's dad passed away and stuff like that. Like Anne came right over and like helped and it was a
mm,
right on scene. So I made it a point this week to go back and like pressure wash her driveway too because I was like really just appreciate all the help that she's done with the family and stuff like that. So but yeah, so much pressure washing. Like my forearms feel like jacked right now. Like I feel like so strong just from So like it's kind of honestly like it's really like satisfying to just like I don't know, I can't explain it, but just like the motion of like watching something go from being so dirty to just really clean and just watching the mud like pushing away and that kind of thing. Like I don't know, man. I think I want to do my driveway now just because it's been so satisfying to do over the last like 2 weeks. Like I think I'm that level of old guy now that like it's really satisfying to like pressure wash the driveway and shit like that.
it's always a bit satisfying.
Yeah. So Um, yeah. Also, I mean, last little thing. I haven't been playing much disc golf for the last couple of weeks. I think I like hurt my hip flexor strain or something like that. Like my hip, whatever muscle is connected from like the inside of my thigh to like the outside of my hip, has just been like so sore. If you have any like recommendations, like at home remedies for that kind of thing, I'm definitely willing to hear them. I'm trying to let it go for another week before I go and like I don't know, go to like a chiropractor or something like that maybe and kind of see like that kind of thing. But so far I've just been kind of like chilling and doing some like hot salt baths and that kind of thing. But I'm always a big fan of doing some like at home remedies and seeing if I can just like cure it myself and give it a little bit of rest. And then if that doesn't work, I'll go out and see what happens. But I don't know. If you got any suggestions or anything like that, let me know. I'm definitely open and willing to hear them. So I got to get healthy soon. All right, time for the tournament recap. This is presented by Emerald City Discs. Emerald City Discs, the gem of the Pacific Northwest. I mean, there was no tournaments, nothing really going on. Go play some League though. Tons of League going on. Um, I think there's still the Quack of Dawn happening. I don't know. Yeah, I think they got like one more week of that happening. Down at that one's at Delphi.
Oh
Mandos
well.
has a league. Um, and that's really it for the end of the year, dude. The end of the year is like coming up so quick. That's really crazy.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's yeah, no, it's oh like Christmas is right around the corner. It's really insane.
yeah, it's a week and a half. Um, all right, time for the tournament look ahead. This is presented by Swamp Cow Kava Bar. Swamp Cow Kava Bar. Love me that muddy water. The other thing I really want to talk about when it comes to like upcoming tournament is like local or is ECD tournaments that are coming up. Say It Ain't Snow is coming up rather quickly. Happening January 10th. Get signed up. It's going to be awesome. We already have. It'd be really cool if I could get an entire, maybe like two cards of ladies and an entire card of juniors as well. So that would be really nice. I know we got Pierce signed up already. So get
Nice.
signed up for that. Yeah, get your friends out there. It's going to be a good one. Hopefully South Fork's not like underwater at the time. So I will end up. I mean, probably the way it's looking right now, I'll probably end up making a couple of adjusted T pads and that kind of thing. So we'll see. I mean, what do you got? Like, what do you think, Ollie? Do you think if I'm like going out there and I'm gonna make some like adjusted T pads, like let's say like hole 11. Let's talk about that for instance, right? So hole 11, there's a really good chance that that tee pad's going to be like flooded or like super muddy and like probably not usable. Should I? Do you think I should move the tee pad up like in front of the gap and make that shot easier? Do you think I should move it like more like to the right or to the left to make the shot maybe as difficult, if not a little more difficult? Like, what do you think when it comes to that kind of stuff?
I usually go further back. Like I
Hmm.
feel like for 11 I would probably go left, but you just got to be really careful about getting in to like arid two shots and other things like that. Um but I wouldn't go too much further. It's kind of not a short hole, but it's like it's definitely not as long of a hole.
Yeah.
Um but like hole 5 was one of the longer holes. And like when that one gets flooded, it's gotten brought back to like where the two trees are, kind of where it's a little drier just from those two trees there. It's like
Hmm.
it's like not directly back. It's more like
30 feet
left.
shorter almost. Yeah.
Uh, it's not. I wouldn't even say it's shorter. Like it makes it a little. If the ones
Oh,
I'm
left, left. I got you.
yeah,
Yeah.
like so it goes
Yeah.
to that left tree line and it goes further back a little bit. And so it makes the shot a little longer for already one of the longer shots. So I think that's like tough, but at the same time doesn't make it like impossible. Because like,
Hmm.
um, I don't know. It's always hard, but I just think as long as there's like T spots, it's hard with South Forks like T pad layout in the
Yeah.
winter time for sure.
Yeah. It's tough too because I feel like even if we pick like a dry spot on the grass, it's like that's probably still going to end up being muddy and slippery at some point. So
After like two cards of three cards, like plus 10 plus people go by, it's torn up, and it's like, okay, we'll go to the next side, and then it's like after that people are teeing at the back of it, and then after that it's like,
Mm.
okay. I remember I've come up to them and I'm like, it's all muddy. I'm like, I'm just gonna go through like I would normally. It's all mud anyway, so I think it's
Yeah,
just hard. So I don't. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely a tough balance. It's hard to kind of find those like middle grounds, because I want to make it like I guess hole five is a good example too, where hole five is a really good opportunity where if I just make that hole really short, a lot of like the MPO, your MA1, your MP40, your MA40, like those guys are like, all right, it's kind of an easier birdie now or an easy birdie, and then your like MA3, right? And your low level MA2 guys are looking at that and they're going, "Oh, thank God I don't have to throw this like bomb shot that I'm never gonna get to," kind of thing. So it's kind of an interesting like balance and like that kind of deal. I don't know. I gotta kind of. I guess part of it is honestly is just kind of like looking at the field and being like the field's majority MA3, MA4. We're gonna make this a little shorter to kind of keep time going a little better and like that kind of thing, keep pace of play up. So I don't know. Kind of. I think it's like tournament to tournament, almost like dictated. I guess. Um, Yeah. All right. Time for the weather look ahead. This is presented by AGL Discs.
Together we can reduce, reuse, and recycle for a greener future for disc golfers.
Hell yeah. Good hit. All right. Looks like Tuesday, which is today, the day that you're seeing this. Pretty much gonna be raining the majority of the day. What am I seeing here? Kind of like the high of like 55, low of 42. I will say the last few days haven't been especially cold, which has been pretty nice. It's just been raining a lot, but not necessarily chilly, and I'll take that for December, I guess. Um, Wednesday's looking like it's mostly cloudy, low of 43, high of 49. That's super nice. Thursday we're gonna have rain, Friday PM showers, and then we're looking like showers for another like at least like the next like week or so. So if you're gonna get out and play, get out on Wednesday. That is the day to play. Potentially Friday morning and Friday afternoon, but Wednesday seems like it's going to be the day to get out there and maybe take advantage of a couple of rays of sunshine. So try to do it. All right, time for the ODP guarantee. Ollie, uh, did you get last week's right?
No, the Giants lost,
Giants
which is
lost.
okay.
So
Good for
we
me.
are now 3 for 5 all day. Not too bad still. I don't hate those odds.
And on December 19th, Anthony Joshua is going to be fighting Jake Paul in a boxing match, and I'm going to be taking Anthony Joshua.
Oh, who is? I don't know that guy.
He's a heavyweight world champion.
Is he a real boxer?
Yeah,
Is he gonna get bought off?
hopefully not. I'm guaranteeing
Is,
he wins.
hasn't that been like the thing for a lot of Jake Paul's fights? Is that like they kind of seem like
I don't watch it too much or care too much, but I'm
okay?
just
Yeah,
saying
the guy.
I think he's going to win.
Sweet. All right, Anthony Joshua for the win. ODP guarantee. Go put. I mean, we're not encouraging you to gamble, but if you are, put it on Anthony Joshua. Um, just in case, a little disclaimer. All right, time for the in the bag.
I
This
gotta
is
grab a
the
bag.
last. Yeah, yeah.
You can keep going.
Okay, this is the last segment for the in the bag. It is kind of like all the other stuff. If you haven't watched the previous 4 episodes, basically Ollie and I have gone through our putters, our mids, our fairways, and our drivers, and just kind of talked about what we use the discs for and that kind of thing. I'll go ahead and start while Ollie is still kind of gathering his stuff. I have a grip bag in the top portion of the bag up here. That is where I keep all my chalk bags. Right now, I got this guy. I think it's like little avocados. So, and then also in this top pouch here, this guy is ibuprofen and some allergy medicine like Claritin. And then this other one that I have here is some like Tums. Because you never know, you kind of get like an upset stomach on the course. A little bit of ibuprofen. Ibuprofen means ibuprofen. That's really all I keep up there. Um, Pretty simple setup, honestly. This bag over here, it's just like a bunch of towels. I like keeping a bunch of extra towels in the bag, especially this time of year. I have a marker in there just in case. I have what is it? There's a couple of extra minis. These are actually, what's funny about these? I keep three minis in my bag, and all three of these are kind of funny. So these two, um, Ellie asked me before our wedding. She's like, "Hey, so I need something." It was like the week before our wedding. She's like, "I need something to mark where everybody's going to be standing." And I was like, "So you're saying you need a marker?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, I got those." And I went to the store the next day and I grabbed a bunch of minis and we used these as our like we're all like everybody from the bridal party and the groomsmen were all going to stand. And this was actually Ellie and I's. This was our markers
Oh,
actually. So kind of one of those fun things. And then this little mini here, it's like a little epoxy mini. Um, so like years ago at Lakewood, my buddy Tex puts this in my bag, and I don't really see him. He just like found it and put it in my bag, and I walk over, and someone comes up and they're like, "Hey, some guy was messing with your bag," and I look over, and he kind of like shot me a wink, like he was him. And they're like, "Yeah, they just like put something in there," and I found it, and I was like, "Hmm." And they're like, "You gonna get rid of it?" And I was like, "Well, let's see if it's good luck or not." And then the next shot I aced, and I was like, "Okay, so it's good luck, obviously." So it hasn't left my bag since then, and superstition or not, but it still was just one of those moments. It was like that's kind of meant to be. So
love that.
yeah.
Is that
Do you
everything?
want to run?
Yeah.
No, I got a few more things, but you want to run with it for a second?
Well, like you, I have my chalk bag from Uncle Chuck. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my goat. Got me some my chalk bag nice because he heard me. We were having lunch at Kayak one day, and he hit me up and was early. I just was complaining about how I can't have chalk bags because I always lose them, and so that was really sweet of him.
Nice.
What is this? Oh, this says XOXO on it. I got a Basket Boys birdie finder. I got a random keychain. I got the number three tag for Ralph Williamson. Uh, and this is like a cool carabiner. I really like this thing. This is might be my most underrated thing on my bag. If I can get it undone in time.
That's how good it is. It literally just doesn't come off.
Well, it will come off. And I can. I don't know how there's like another carabiner that got like around it, and so now
Hmm.
it's like really stuck. But I can get this out in like that. Perfect. Okay. So this thing comes up, and so I can have all these things on, and then you can like hook it here, which is kind of cool.
Hmm.
And then if I left it, I could like, you could do it like this and hook on your bag, but you could hook this part onto your bag like this, and you can hang it up on a tree when it's raining and stuff. It's pretty cool. Um,
Okay, cool.
if you're ever just lounging. It's not really meant for that, but it was my friend. He was working at a startup company. I think they're called Hero Clip, yeah. And he gave me one of these, and I really liked them, and they ended up doing pretty well. But I got my Hero Clip on my bag, and it's honestly really helpful, and it kind of keeps all my stuff together there.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's everything on my outside. I actually, in my towels, I always have a AGL towel on me, uh, which is, yeah, just my towel of choice. That or the Ralphie towel. But those are the only things on my outside, and yeah, I don't really have too, I have a couple other things, but that's about it on my outside.
Hmm.
Oh, my
Cool.
rainfly. Always got my rainfly with me.
Nice. Yeah. That's probably the only thing I really don't have for my bag is a rain fly, honestly. Um, all right, rounding out the last couple of things that I keep in my bag. This guy, little guy right here, this is where I keep like my microphones and stuff. Like little like cases for the microphone. Ollie and I have been doing a lot of recording and stuff like that, so just kind of keeping these in the bag on the regular has been really, really nice. Sweet little carrying case too prevents me from losing them. Over here, it's a rainy time of year, so I put all my stuff in like plastic bags just because I'm expecting my bag to get soaked. This is my rangefinder. Um, and then also in here, I have a bag of it's like random snacks. I mostly just have it's like Slim Jims, like fruit strips, like gummy bears, Nerds candies, a couple of these like liquid IVs. I really like this Rocket Pop flavor. That's my favorite flavor of the liquid IVs.
That's my
Um,
favorite.
that's so good. Yeah, I don't know. I like having snacks in there. I like anytime like I have like a caddy or anything like that, and I like to
Oh
make sure my
yeah.
caddies are well fed and feeling happy, and she's got that nice little sugar buzz on the course. So especially for like, man, when Pierce is on the bag, I make sure I'm like loaded up with snacks because that kid loves to eat all my snacks. So it's so funny. He's like, I'll see him kind of he'll be like, "Hey Kirby, are you hungry?" I'll be like, "I'm all right right now." Like, "Are you hungry?" He goes, "I think I'm okay." And then I'll pull out a couple of Slim Jims, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I definitely want those." So he's the man. It's so funny.
That's amazing.
But yeah, that's pretty much like everything I carry with me. Like I keep it pretty light. Oh, last thing I carry in here, um, there's a just a bag of stickers. Everybody knows that if you see me out on the course, especially like big events, and when I see like kids and stuff
I
like
need
that,
to
I'm always
get
giving them.
I need to get my own one of those.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's the best. I mean, it's so easy just to like kind of hand them out and stuff like that too. And when I travel, and I talk to people out there, and they mention that I own Emerald City Discs. They're always like curious and they kind of want something to kind of remember the store so they can go and check it out. So I love giving them stickers and like that kind of thing. So
Heck
it
yeah.
feels cool. Yeah.
I don't really like. I'll have the occasional snack, but I never keep anything in my actual bag on my side pockets besides my rangefinder. So I just like looked in there and reached down, and there's just like two almonds, like loose almonds on. So I was like, I had a pack of
Hell
almonds
yeah.
before, and a couple fell out. So I'll cycle through some stuff
Hell
there.
yeah.
I'll cycle through extra towels on rainy days, have them in there. If I really am like having like a disc dilemma, I'll have some backups or some like maybe I do want to throw this one. And then in my back pocket, like the one that's like right here on the lower
Oh
back,
yeah.
um,
Mhm.
I keep my take notes Scion. This is my League of Legends main character and my favorite skin with my favorite emote. I just like spam take notes, which is super toxic, but yeah, very fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's all
Nice.
I keep in my bag. I keep it pretty simple. I
Yeah.
have some minis, but like my minis, I just cycle. And there's one mini I really like, but I have it in another bag of mine, and it's one Chuck gave me as well. He was like, he just kind of tossed it to me, and now I think that was the one I used at Go Throw and for my like the fairway finder rounds, and then I used it on the coverage. So hopefully when it comes out,
Hopefully. Hopefully. If it ever comes out. Yeah, this is the mini I use. It's two minis in one. It's like one side was an ECD stamp and the other side also was an ECD stamp, but they've both been like way worn away now. They just kind of fit in each other like ever so perfectly. They kind of real hollow, just kind of stays like that. So, I love using this one. I've only honestly like I always tell myself that there's some days that I'm gonna go like black side up, green side up. I've never done anything other than green side up. I cannot explain that. It's just like a mental thing now. Where if this is ever here, I will not be able to putt like that. I cannot do it. Um, yeah. So that's what's in our bag. You comment what's in your bag and what you got around as well. All right, time to answer the KO question of the week. Would you accept this deal? You ace once per round, but Solo Sokoa will come up and give you a Samoan spike when you do. Ollie, you taking that deal?
no,
No, I don't know, man. I'm kind of cleaning up on ace pots.
I just don't. I don't think I'd play as much disc golf. I don't think it'd be very fun at that point. Like you're telling me like ace at what cost? Like I just don't even like. What's the fun of that? Like yeah, ace pots would be fun, but then I don't know. I feel like you just drive home and you're just kind of like beaten up, and you're like, oh yeah, I got a couple $100, but it's like at that point, I just don't know.
I'm finding all the big ace pots in the country. If I hear about $1,000 ace pot somewhere, like I'm there,
I don't
cleaning
even
them
think
all
it's
up.
worth $1,000 just to be
Oh,
taking slams like that.
it's just a spike to the throat, just a kind of thing. Like you just get up, just recover. I do think it'd be really funny if on hole 18 and you have an ace jet and you're like, "Hey guys, just a heads up, something really fucked up's about to happen. I'm gonna ace this hole. It's gonna be really awesome." But also, this big guy's gonna come up and just like spike me in the throat. So, just so everybody knows, this is
Would
about
you
to
be
happen.
playing disc golf every day?
Yeah, I just wouldn't play like 18 holes. Like I would just like play a few holes and like leave because like I feel like I'd probably just skirt around it.
I don't think that's not how this works.
Or
If
you
you
just like go
play
to a
disc
field
golf,
and practice.
you're gonna by that time you're gonna no, no, I feel like there's no workaround. You're just gonna if you go and you're throwing frisbee. Okay, maybe if you're doing field work, okay, go do field work with no basket. But if you throw it into that basket, it's gonna happen one of those times. Or if you do
Yeah,
throw it. So I'm saying,
sure.
if you do field work or play, so let's just say if you go do field work or you play every day, or would you play every day if it was to happen to you?
Yeah, I don't know.
See, that's what
Maybe.
I'm saying. I
So
get it.
I guess one of the things that I was kind of thinking about is like, let's say like I go and I play like I'm planning on going to Worlds in Michigan. If I were to ace every round, like once a round at Worlds, like that's some big shit, dude. People are losing their minds. That's huge.
It's not guaranteeing you like a top spot. Like you could
Nope.
have still have like blow up holes, and then
Horrible. You could
also,
have the worst round of all time. Yep,
and then
yep,
but you
yep, yep.
aced,
I'm
but you
fully aware
aced.
of all. Yep.
But
Oh
then you're
yeah.
also just like you're going to get a beer with all the players or hanging out with the players, and you're just like, which I don't know. You could also ace and like be in the contention because of it, but then you'd be like by the last round, you're like,
Yeah.
I
If
think
you don't know
they're.
what a if you
I
don't know
think
what a
you'd have a
Simone
short
spike
career.
is,
That's all I'm gonna
I
say.
I think it's a short career. I think that's kind of like a last year of my career type of situation. Yeah,
Last
yeah, yeah.
year, I don't know if you're
Yeah.
even lasting a year at your last. Are you not playing MP like 60, 70? Like last
No,
year?
you don't make it that far at that point. No. Oh, that's so funny. Let us know down below. Are you taking that deal or not? And if you don't know what it is, just look up a Simone spike. Solo Sokoa Simone spike. Some good stuff. All right, time for the draft this week. This is one I was kind of excited about. This draft is popular foods from the 1800s. I found an article earlier this week that just had literally just popular foods from the 1800s, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I did recognize a lot of them, which was kind of cool. I am going to take the number one overall pick because I have one that I think just has always just. I think it still stands the test of time. Even 200 plus years later, 300 years later,
Don't say
it's
it.
still a super popular dish. And the number one I'm picking is beef Wellington.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't hear
Um,
a certain word.
oh no. Yeah, I am personally not a huge like beef Wellington fan. I don't love mushrooms. And beef Wellington is literally just like roasted beef with a layer of mushroom and
I don't like mushrooms
um
either. That's funny.
like puff fish. Really, I didn't know that.
I
I feel
like,
like we're kind of the oddballs because people love mushrooms.
dude, I think they're gross.
Yeah, not a fan. But no,
Unless,
beef Wellington still
unless,
is.
wink, wink, but
Hey, I don't even.
wink, wink.
Uh,
All right.
anyways, yeah,
I
go
got
number
my.
two.
I can't believe this fell to me, but I'm gonna go with one of my goat period foods. Eggs Benny. Give me an eggs Benedict, gang. That is so elite. And also, you got that beef Wellington? Give me a simple beef stroganoff. Beef stroganoff is
Oh,
low key so underrated.
yeah.
Ah, an eggs Benedict beef stroganoff 1-2. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
That's a solid one too. Beef stroganoff is totally underrated. People don't realize it's just like Worcestershire sour cream stewed beef with like some noodles on it. It's
Yep.
so good.
Get some pepper. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, super tasty. Some pearl onions up in there. Pearl onions are the key. Hey, I both of those awesome. Eggs Benedict pretty solid. I'm not huge on eggs Benedict. I don't like eggs in general, but hollandaise sauce, hollandaise will always
Dude.
kill. Um, Yeah, hollandaise, just like hollandaise and potatoes
A
alone
poached
is.
egg also I just think is so bomb. I don't know.
But I'm going with the Friday night special, fish and chips. Fish and chips will always hit hard. It's simple man's food, no doubt. So fish and chips going to me for in the fourth pick. And for the fifth pick, I'm gonna go with one of the greatest, probably the I don't know if it's but one of the greatest drinks of all time is lemonade. Just straight up lemonade.
I question that one. What do you mean?
It was in that article I sent you.
What is the draft? Oh, from okay, not invented in. Okay, okay, okay. I was like, there's had to have been lemonade before then.
I feel like it was probably maybe just like mainstreamed around that time or something like that.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Those are good picks. Lemonade's good. Lemonade's good. I mean, I think I'm gonna start going into the dessert or drink kind of. I got two a breakfast and a dinner, so I might as well get something to complement. And I think I'm gonna go with from this list to funnel cake. You have it at the fair.
Yeah,
I think it's a
solid.
fun one. Light, you get the like almost donutty kind of chew to it but then it's just sweet. It's awesome. It's like stringy
Hmm.
donuts. Yeah, very very
Yeah.
good. And then I think to end off my list, we're gonna have to get some kind of drink, I feel like. And I don't really want this the drink that I'm looking at just looks so interesting. So I'm actually gonna go with the mahogany cake. And it's like that like red cake, America's cake. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is like the red velvet. Yeah, it's the red velvet cake. Yeah. So
Mahogany cake.
yeah, but it is now called the red velvet cake. But that's what it
Oh,
was.
I see. Cool. Um, nice. All right, so for my last pick here, I'm gonna go with one that I'm a little surprised kind of made. Well, I guess maybe not, but I didn't know what to expect with this draft at all. But I was surprised to see that this was invented in the 1800s, and that is chocolate ganache. Chocolate ganache is delicious. It's either like a coating or like a filling or something like that, but just like a chocolate glaze. So really surprised that went in there. I'd like to give an honorable mention to panettone, which is a raisin, candied fruit, almond, and brandy bread. Special shout out to panzanella salad, and
Yeah.
special shout out to Waldorf salad.
Yeah, I was
Love a
about to say,
Waldorf
shout out
salad.
to yeah, it's just special shout out to Waldorf salad, especially if you have it with a little chicken. The little chicken in there goes really, really good, and that Waldorf salad is just something special, man.
Hmm. Like an apple and walnut salad.
And I want what is Waldorf? Is that like a
Yeah, I don't
person?
know.
Because
I think
I
it's like
was
a
reading
place in England.
I was reading the oh because Eggs Benedict. Most experts agree Eggs Benedict was invented in New York City in the late 1800s, either at Del Monchio's. Oh, I probably said that wrong. Or the Waldorf Hotel. So I'm like, oh, this Waldorf probably just has the worst taste. I don't know. Probably some dude named Waldorf who had a hotel and a restaurant.
Oh, it was it was at a school in Germany in like 1919.
So someone but who owns like the Waldorf Hotel? Look that up.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Oh,
Who owns Waldorf Hotel? Because that's what I'm like. What the Hilton Worldwide is who owns it now, but it'd have to be back then.
Astoria. It's in New York, maybe.
No, it's in New York. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like Eggs
Oh.
Benedict was invented in New York,
Hmm.
but at the Waldorf Hotel, possibly. They say this
So where's
or
the salad from? Yeah, yeah.
but is the Waldorf salad also from the Waldorf Hotel?
It's gotta be at that point, right?
Just make sure if you do get that Waldorf salad, little chicken with the raisins, it goes amazing.
He's trying to crap on it, but a Waldorf salad is actually pretty tasty. If you go to like a fancy restaurant, if you don't get a salad, if you don't get a Waldorf salad from the 1800s, and you get like a modern day Waldorf salad's delicious. Nah, that's crazy. Oh
You're,
no way, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
not a
no, they're
Waldorf
delicious.
salad guy, gang.
We're gonna all right. Next to like KO challenge video, loser has to eat like a Waldorf salad.
Raisins and chicken?
Nothing about that is crazy.
Raisins and chicken seems a little like, why would you want to put those two flavors together? When are they ever put together?
all the time. Like
Raisins?
raisins, yeah, raisins are used in like all kinds of dishes and stuff.
What?
I mean,
No, just
I had I've had like pan roasted chicken dishes that raisins were like a component to add like a sweetness to it.
gang, they're lying to
Raisins
you.
have been used in sauces forever, dude. Yeah,
It's
like
not.
fruit demis is huge. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not a fruit and meat. I will have my meat. I'll have my fruit. I do not need a meaty fruit.
No,
I'm gonna be so real with you, gang.
that is a popular thing though, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Popular for
Maybe
who?
that.
Popular for what kind of people?
I mean, it's pretty like yeah, like a I don't know, like blackberry demi and stuff like that's not like that uncommon.
Blackberry demi. What is
Like a
that?
currant, like a black currant demi and stuff. Yeah,
What is that?
like demi.
Yes. What are you saying?
Demi is like a really
Oh,
thick, like demi
that is
glace.
so A raisin is a dehydrated. Okay, that is different. We're talking about a whole syrup being used to this. This is just raw raisin. We're just looking at raw raisin on a Waldorf salad.
Can a
A,
raisin be raw? Because it's like it's like a cooked grape. It's like a dehydrated grape.
I mean raw as in standalone. A standalone raisin. A standalone. You have standalone raisins in that. I didn't mean raw as in like I'm just saying just that.
I'm about to make some chicken and raisin dishes. That's it. Next like week, all gonna be awesome. They're all gonna be popping.
A blackberry demi looks good. I'm not saying. Also, blackberries are literally better than raisins. Raisins crazy to me. You blackberries we could talk. Raisins you just and to keep it. You go to Waldorf, man. It's these East Coast guys that love Waldorf and get out of
Maybe
here,
that is a
man.
thing. Yeah, yeah. I'm all about it
Um,
though. All right, fun draft. I'm down.
fun draft. That was a good time. Waldorf. Let's see if I can find something. Uh, Episode 88 was a fun one. Talked about a lot. I'm just seeing if I
A
can
lot
find
of
a quick.
a lot of
Let,
bullshitting around. It's the
a
off
lot of bullshit
season.
around. It's
It's
fun.
been fun. Yeah, I'm having a good time with it.
Dream as big as you can. Dream and anything is possible. Michael Phelps. Aim high. Shoot low. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.